People of Reddit, what is something you would never say in front of your parents? My mom was a single parent and I was her only child. She worked hard to give me a good life, and I was always grateful for that. However, she was also very controlling and had a temper. I was a good kid, but she would often yell at me for small things. I learned to keep my head down and avoid conflict. When I was 14, I got my first boyfriend. I was excited to tell my mom, but when I did, she got angry. She said I was too young to date and that I needed to focus on my studies. I was hurt, but I didn't argue. A few months later, I got my first period. I was scared and didn't know what to do. I went to my mom for help, but she yelled at me for not telling her sooner. She said I was being irresponsible and that I needed to be more careful. I was confused and didn't understand why she was so angry. I didn't tell her when I got my first job, my first car, or my first apartment. I didn't tell her when I got engaged or when I got married. I didn't tell her when I had my first child or my second or my third. I didn't tell her when I got promoted or when I bought my first house. I didn't tell her when I got divorced or when I got remarried. I didn't tell her when I was diagnosed with cancer or when I went into remission. I didn't tell her when I lost my job or when I found a new one. I didn't tell her when I retired or when I moved to a new city. I didn't tell her when I died.